Hey Floss Tube, this is Veronica with Night Stitch, and I have a Floss Tube update today. Today is Thursday, January 8th, 2026. So let's see what I did. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was a project that I have been working on last year. And it was the blue truck from Dimensions, and it had a chicken on the hood, and I finished it, but I didn't take a photo, and I already gave it away to my friend. So I just wanted to say I took it to the crafting retreat, and I was not really in like the documenting mood, so I didn't take a photo and I didn't count stitches. But just in case any of you are wondering like where that project is or where it went, because I'm never going to show it again, that's where it is. So I wanted to say that first before I did anything else. And so now I have an empty project bag, which is exciting. Okay, so I'm going to show... I kind of wanted to show these in a little bit of an order just because of my Mylestonn Manor gameplay. So I think I'll show you the whip of the week first. So this is Watson and Sherlock by Fiddlesticks AU. And I'm doing, oh, she's on Etsy. And I'm using Silver Moon by Fibrolicious. It's 32 count Lucana. And I finished the Union Jack. So the British flag is called the Union Jack, and I finished it. This pattern is 110 high by 100 wide. The last time you saw it, it had 778 stitches in it. I put in 320 stitches, so now it has 1098 stitches in it. Okay, now I'm gonna do WIPGO projects. So WIPGO, this one is number 7. It's called My Savior's Words. It's by Imaginating, and it's designed by Connie Abel. I'm using Memories in the Rain by Fibrolicious. It's 32 count Lucana. So because I'm not using white fabric, I've had to change a lot of the colors because the colors blended in. So this one, most recent quote that I worked on was this one here. And it says, "Your name is written in heaven," and that one is DMC 51. So it's like it's a variegated DMC, and it's orange and light orange and a little bit of yellow, I think, but it's a gradient colored floss. So that is what I worked on. This project is 138 high by 179 wide. My WIPGO goal is 1,000 stitches by the end of the month. Last time you saw this, I had 6,036 stitches in it. I added 161 stitches, so now it has 6,197 stitches in it. For the WIPGO goal, I have 839 stitches left to do. My second WIPGO project is K is for Night by Stitchy Box. And I'm using Do You See What I See by Fibrolicious. It's 32 count Lucana. I have this. It's really tiny, so it's gonna fit up here. This is the edge of the pattern actually here. Yeah. So this is call number 2 on the WIPGO board. This is 42 high by 42 wide. The last time you saw it, I put in 104 stitches. So this time I put in 313 stitches, so now it has 417 stitches in it. The WIPGO goal is 1,000 stitches by the end of January, and I have 687 stitches left. And some things I did that were different from the pattern were that I stitched his face 1/1. I added the is for night here. I added the flowers here. I added the border, I think, here. And then I started working on the night. So this is his face, and I put in 2 blue beads for his eyes because I didn't want to do just the regular like black cross stitch for his eyes, so I thought I would do that with beads instead. So, and I use a Q-snap, but this project is so small that it doesn't, I don't need to clamp onto the project, so I thought it would be fine to do the beads. Okay, now I'm gonna show you Monopoly projects. This is out of the Just Cross Stitch Christmas Magazine 2024. And it is this here, Hello Snow by Jennifer J. Redmond. I'm using Garden of Dream by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. I worked on backstitch on the snowman. Last time I think I had a thread hanging, so I finished backstitching his buttons and I started stitching his mitten. I think I finished it. Yeah, I finished his mitten as well. And I realized the backstitch for his buttons that I was using is the wrong color, but I am keeping it because I think it looks fine. This is 63 high by 63 wide. The last time you saw it, it had 805 stitches in it. I added 57 stitches, and now it has 862 stitches in it. I worked on this because Batman landed on Obi-Wan's property, and this is Obi-Wan's property whip. So he was collecting rent for 50 stitches, but I wasn't paying attention and I went over by 7 stitches, so now it has more than it. It's further along, so I'm happy. This next one is Figgy Pud Jumper. It's out of the Christmas magazine again, and this is what it looks like. It's by Carolyn Selden. I'm using this Artiste fabric from Hobby Lobby. It's 18 count Aida. Added more of the color here. I think it's like 3866, but I kept going down, so that's where I worked. This is 57 high by 76 wide. Last time you saw it, it had 1,409 stitches in it. Now it has 1,459 stitches. And I added 50 stitches because Captain America landed on the Imperial Star Destroyer, which he owns, so it only needed 50 stitches. This one is Driving Sampler. This is designed by Tracy McKinnon, I think? Cheryl McKinnon. I charted all the little icons into one pattern. This is done on Lavender Mist by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And I finished the backstitch on the ribbon under the word freedom. I backstitched the headlights and I put in the license plate. It says yay. And then I put in one stitch of the light green that you see with the thread hanging. because that got me to 100 stitches even. So Batman bought a property. No, that's not right. Batman landed on Dagobah, which is Obi-Wan's property, so he had to pay rent, so it was 100 stitches. So this is 150 high by 100 wide. It has 4,961 stitches in it total. I put in 100 stitches. Last time you saw it, it had 789 stitches, so now it has 889 stitches. It's at 17.92%, and it has 4,072 stitches left. This one is Christmas Advent Calendar, Day 16. These are by Doreen Jones. I'm using This Is My Jam by Fiberlicious. It's 28 count Opal Lugana. It's this one under here. So I think no, I hadn't. I'd already started it. So this is 44 high by 25 wide. The last time you saw it, it had 100 stitches in it. I put in 100 more this time because Buzz and Obi-Wan were still in jail. And so now it has 200 stitches in it. Okay, those are all the Monopoly pieces. So I'm going to show you the model stitch that I've been working on, and oh, itchy nose. Okay, so the electric guys came by from the city. They were putting a new electric meter onto my house, so I had to stop for a few minutes because the power was going to go out for like 2 to 7 minutes, they said. So they installed a new meter, so I am back now because they knocked on the door, so I had to stop. Okay, so I don't know where I was, so I'll just start this next project over again. So this is Craft Supplies by Puntini. And I keep this out every week to add more to it. So, I'm using Glowing Dreams by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. And I added the black around the word myself. So this is 63 high by 103 wide. The last time you saw it, it had 1,611 stitches in it. I put in 174 stitches, and so now it has 1,785 stitches in it. Okay, this is Mylestonn Manor, the project I worked on for Mylestonn Manor. This is a Heaven and Earth design by Mary Thompson. It's called Oldies But Goodies. I'm using navy fabric from 123 Stitch. It's 25 count Lugana. I added more across the top here, and then I went over this way. And I'm trying to get to the top left, so I started working up here. And I was wrong last time. This is not the Chevrolet. This is the top of the orange car. So this is the roof of the orange car. And this is the checkerboard pattern. It's like the red and black that's next to the cars. So this is 501 wide by 501 high by 625 wide. It has 313,125 stitches total. The last time I showed you, or the last time you saw this, it had 739 stitches in it. I put in 360 stitches, so now it has 1,099 stitches in it, and it is at 0.35% done, and it has 312,026 stitches left. Okay, so that's the statistics for what I keep. The Mylestonn Manor stuff is here. So my other sheet. So the goal for this one, if I get to the milestone is 1%. So I did not get the milestone. The number of stitches I need to get to the milestone are 3,131 stitches. Last time not last time, the assigned stitches for this when I rolled the dice was 360, and I succeeded in doing that. So now there are 1,099 stitches in it. It needs 2,032 stitches to get to the next, to get to the milestone. And it's at 0.35%. And if I repeated some of that, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get used to telling, like, how to show the Mylestonn Manor stuff, because there's a lot of things that I want to say, so it'll get better as I get used to it. Okay, so now we have to go through the gameplay flowchart, and I don't know what my printer was doing, but it did not print the little things that I wrote in, because for whatever reason I thought it was just because my color ink was low. So I printed it again with black ink and it did the same thing. I don't know why, so I just wrote it in. The black ink is full, so I don't know if my printer is just annoyed because the power went out or something, so now it's just confused. I have no idea. So instead of trying to fight with that, I just ended up writing down what was missing. So I did the stitches. So now it asks, did I reach a milestone? No, I did not. So that's this way. So means my character takes 1 hit point damage. So I have this sheet, which is the hit point damage. So I'm gonna try to use the same color each week. Hopefully this is the right color, because there's 6 rooms I can go into right now, so I'm gonna try to use the same color for 6 of the drops so that I can keep track. Jesse said draw a line, which I could do, but I didn't feel like it, so we're gonna go color this one in. And it doesn't look like that's the same color, so I'll just draw a line. Oh, I know what I did. I used a Sharpie last time. I used this Sharpie. Oh well. Too late now. It's colored in. So I have 2 hit point damage for my character. So now it asks, was this the last damage your character took? The answer is no. I have 4 left. So then it goes all the way up here and it says go into the next room. So this is my floor plan. I was in the entryway, so now I have a couple of choices. I can go into this room, the office, or I can go into the bathroom. I could go upstairs, or I could go into the playroom. I could go to the dining room, or I could go this way into the game room. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places I could go. So last week I decided I was going to do this shaker again to pick the next room. So I will put the papers in the shaker and then I'll come back and we'll shake for what room I go in. One thing I want to say, I was wrong. I can't go into the game room because I have not gone into the playroom yet and the dining room is in between. So I misspoke earlier, but this is where I'm going to go next. Avengers Training Room. That is my rename of the playroom. So on here, that means the project is Toothless. So I'll be working on Toothless and Light Fury for that. So now we're going to do the dice roll. So I'm going to insert the clip here. All right, we are going to do the Mylestonn Manor dice roll. That one, this one. Okay, so it looks like I got a 7, a 5, and an 80. So the D12 rolled a 7, the D20 rolled a 5, and the D10 rolled an 80. So the D20 rolled a 5, so I have my board here. The D12 rolled a 7. And the D10 rolled an 80. So it's going to be 5 plus 7, which is 12 times 80. So the total number of stitches will be 1060. So I had this saving shopping game I was playing by Siski Stitches, and I had 370 stitches left to save up for. Last time I did 360 on my oldies but goodies, so I only have 10 stitches left to get another chart. Okay, so that is all of that. So I'm going to put the Monopoly clip in here and then I'll go and get the projects I need so that I can show you what I will be working on next week. Oh, before I do that, I should shake for whips. So I'll put the whips in the shaker and then I'll come back. I'll shake for the whips and then I'll show you stuff. Almost forgot. I had to do that. All right, we are going to play a round of Monopoly. Captain America is going to go first. He rolled an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He got a card. And the card says pay 150. So I'll do 150 stitches on his whip. Let's see if Obi-Wan can get out of jail. Nope. Alright, Obi-Wan is going to be on just visiting, and I'm gonna have him pay 100 stitches to be free because he had to pay to get out of jail. Okay, we'll do Buzz now. See if he gets out of jail. No. Okay, so Buzz is also on just visiting, and his whip will also get 100 stitches. Alright, Batman. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He landed on Kashyyyk. Alright, that is Monopoly for this week, and I'll see you back on the regular video. Alright, we're shaking for the whip of the week. Ah, free cupcake. It's the one I was gonna make into a snarky dessert. Okay, this is by the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's this little cupcake here. Why do I always angle it weird. I'm using a Very Perry Winter by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lugana. This is a remnant piece of fabric, so I was like, I'll just use it up. And it was really like small in the middle, which I knew it would be because I made it 16 count instead of 14 count. So then I was like, what can I do to make this a little more filled up? And I thought, I have this pattern that I finished a while ago, and it was a donut, and it said fucks given today 0, and the donut was the 0. So I thought maybe I can make this into like a snarky dessert. So there is a shut the fuck up cake, because it's swear word plus cupcake, so that's what I'm doing. And I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, but that's okay. So that is the whip of the week. Right, this next one is Toothless and Light Fury. This is by Cross Stitch Knita on Etsy. I'm using 32 count Joblin in the color Moonstone, and it's by Color and Cotton. This one I'm parking, so there's a whole mess of threads on here. And I'm working towards the top left. These next ones are Monopoly projects. So the first one is going to be Captain America rolled a card, so I will be working on the Comic Burst again, which is out of this magazine here, and it is this here. I am using Hidden Treasures by Fiberlicious. It is 28 count Opal Lugana. The Monopoly, he got a card and it said pay $150 for Imperial tax. So I'm gonna do 150 stitches, but I'm not sure. It's pretty small, so it might actually be less than 150 to finish it. But we'll see. So I might have a finish. It'll be the second one that I've finished in Monopoly, which is exciting. Watch me say that and then I don't even get to it. Okay. Obi-Wan was in jail. I need water. Hang on. Obi-Wan was in jail, but he had to roll to get out, and it was his third time, so he didn't roll doubles. So I have 2 projects I'm going to work on for him. The first one is out of this magazine. It is by Shannon Christine, and it's this dress and purse down here. I am using Midnight Splendor by Fiberlicious. It's 28 count opal Lagana. So both Obi-Wan and Buzz are on the just visiting spot, and so that is the special spot. So this is what Obi-Wan's special project is. And that's what I have, and this is assigned 100 stitches. And the second project that I'm going to work on for Obi-Wan is the Christmas Advent Calendar 16, because that's the jail fee. And that one will get 50 stitches for him. So Buzz also had the same situation. He did not roll doubles to get out, so this is his special project since he's now on the just visiting spot. So this is Jingle Bells, which is out of the Cross Stitch Christmas Magazine 2024. This is by Pickle Barrel Designs. I'm using Queen Crepe Myrtle by Fiberlicious. It's 32 count Lagana. And this will get 100 stitches. That's what I have. And I'll also work on day 16 for Buzz as well, so that'll be another 50 stitches. So that one will get 100 stitches total. And the last Monopoly project is the driving sampler that I worked on this week, so you've already seen it. Batman landed on a property that he owns, so that one gets 50 stitches. I think I did it. I think that's all. Okay, so those are all the things that I'll be working on. I'm going to work on the model stitch again, so that one's staying out as well. And yeah, I'm kind of surprised I'm done. I don't know why. Okay, anyway, thank you everybody for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.